Welcome back. Today we're talking about button-up shirts. Now, are you sick of dressing like this all summer long? I think many guys can feel somewhat limited to shorts and a t-shirt. So today I wanted to showcase some unique button-ups and hopefully put a couple really cool brands on your radar. Before we get into it, if at any point in this video I show you a piece of clothing that you like or haven't seen before, please consider dropping a like on the video and subscribing. Now, the first brand I'm going to talk about is Our Legacy. I have 4 different shirts to show, all in the box cut, which is a core silhouette for the brand. Now, this first shirt is going to be a pretty classic piece, I would say, from Our Legacy. It was seen on a couple different celebrities, including Jay-Z and I think Anderson .Paak as well. And so that created a little bit of hype behind the piece, which is somewhat uncommon for Our Legacy. It's a bit of a low-key brand, so not a lot of super hyped pieces, but this was pretty difficult to find for a while. Now, it's in 100% cotton, but super lightweight material, so there's a little bit of a shearing effect, which just makes it super lightweight and breathable in the summer. So really perfect piece for those warmer days. To quickly move on to the next shirt, this one is called the Honeybee print, I believe. Our Legacy has used this print on a couple different pieces, including a pair of jeans that I'll put on the screen. Super cool piece, but I was really attracted to this print because of its abstract nature. As you can see on the top, it almost resembles flowers or plants, and then it just melts down into the body. So very cool design. And then the fabric is also really nice. It's going to be 80% cotton and then 20% linen. So it has a little bit of a rough, nappier texture while still being very breathable for the summer. So that's really a highlight with these Our Legacy shirts. I think they do great in warmer weathers, and then the boxy fit just makes it so it's not too close or restricting when you're wearing it. The other really nice thing about this print is that on the inside, the colors are more vivid. And then on the right side, it's more muted and kind of acts as a neutral. So I find this piece to be super versatile, even though it is quite a statement print. Okay, to move on to the third shirt, this is going to be in the same fabric as the previous one, so 20% linen, 80% cotton. And I really just was loving that Honeybee print shirt so much that I picked this one up. It's from the exact same season. I'll put a picture from the runway collection. So it almost gives me like a nightclub, nightlife theme with these different spotlight effect throughout. I don't know if that's what they were going for, but I think it's just a little bit of a fun play on a printed shirt.
That's scary.
For the box shirts, I recommend sizing down by 1. I go with a 46, and they still have that intended oversized fit, but at the same time, they fit a little bit shorter, so they end up being pretty flattering. The last shirt from Our Legacy is going to be this one, which is in an off-white color. Obviously much simpler than the previous ones, but it has a really unique texture. They have done this in a couple different colors, which I'll put on the screen. I ended up getting this one in a 48. I find that for some reason it fit a little bit slimmer, and when you wash it, the length doesn't come up, but it slims down a bit. So I still really enjoy this one though. But really the star of the show here is that texture is just super unique and adds a little bit of visual interest to your outfits. Oh, one last thing with Our Legacy shirts is they always have these nice mother of pearl buttons, which aren't like too out there or aren't, you know, amazingly special, but I think just a nice detail. Okay, the next brand I'm gonna show is gonna be from Greg Lauren. I have 3 different shirts to show. The first one is going to be this flannel, which comes in a split plaid design and it's long sleeve. The other great detail is going to be these denim patches throughout. So on both collars, they have a contrasting blue denim material. And then additionally down the front button placket, it has denim trim, which is just something super special that you find on a lot of Greg Lauren pieces, this patchwork and kind of artisanal design to it. Then on the bottom, there's gonna be different raw hems. This is a little bit of a heavier piece for the warmer weather, so I would only wear this at night, especially in the springtime. I like to layer this over a hoodie and just have like a gray hood coming out, but really fun piece, and I'm happy to have this from Greg Lauren. The next shirt is going to be my first ever piece from Greg Lauren and really what started my love for the brand. I've certainly cooled on it a little bit in recent years, but still a special piece to me, and because of the red, white, and blue color, I do wear this like every year on 4th of July, but that's about it now, unfortunately. One unique detail is this kind of kimono closure. I find the flannels that Greg Lauren uses have this really nice worn-in feeling. As you can see, there's like a tiny bit of pilling. It has this like really authentic feeling of just a shirt that's been well worn and loved over time. But yeah, and then the last shirt from Greg Lauren, and one of my personal favorites, is this linen studio shirt. This is an older piece from Greg Lauren, and I believe it's a sample. It actually doesn't have the name or the brand tag written in, so it's just sewn in but with no size tag and no name, which is a super cool detail because you can tell this is a Greg Lauren piece. He's made other studio shirts that have this squared off patchwork design. It also has that same kimono style closure as the previous shirt. I'm not as big of a fan of all the crazy patchwork ones, but when he adds his attention to detail on just really classic pieces like a white shirt, I think he does the best job of pretty much anyone out there. There's also gonna be these raw hems at the bottom and then a pretty traditional back. I find this shirt is perfect for dressier occasions because it's not boring, but at the same time you can kind of get away with this as a more formal piece. So the last shirt is going to be from Haider Ackermann. This is more of an overshirt, but in this very beautiful gray corduroy. You could wear it on its own, but I typically leave it open on top of a t-shirt, and it just gives off quite a casual vibe with then the drop shoulders. Other than that, a fairly simple shirt. It has these nice brown buttons. Also, the button placket is concealed, so when you have this all the way buttoned up, it gives a very clean look in the front. What really drew me to this piece was the gray color. I think it's super versatile, and right now I am having a bit of a gray phase, so when this popped up on Grailed, I couldn't help it. But yeah, just note with sizing on a lot of different Haider Ackermann pieces, check the measurements because they can fit quite huge. And with that, we've wrapped up all of the clothes on this closet showcase of my channel. Next week I'm going to be going through shoes, and I'm hoping to have my girlfriend on as well to show her shoes. She has some really cool options and a little bit of a different style. So subscribe for more. See you in the next video.